Hello students, welcome to Legacy IAS Academy. Today we are going to discuss about the recent fall that has been observed in the value of Forex Reserves of India. We are going to discuss that why there is sudden fall of almost $10 billion in last 2 weeks and what are the steps that RBI has taken to ensure that it does not happen again, or we can say the fall can be minimized. So let us try to understand about this topic in more detail. So first of all, why we are discussing this particular topic? To give you a slight background, the India's Forex Reserve that fall by absolute terms almost $9.64 billion, earlier up to $622 billion to $75 during the week that is ending on the March 11th of 2022. And if you try to understand that this fall has happened mainly because of the depreciation in the value of rupee vis-a-vis dollar, and also it can be traced to the rise in the crude oil prices, which has led to pressure on the foreign investments in India, where a lot of FPIs and FDIs, that is foreign portfolio investors as well as foreign direct investors, are pulling their money out from the Indian market and investing in the market of US and other European countries. And if we try to understand about this particular fall, what we can see that it is the biggest fall that Forex Reserve of India has witnessed since last 2 years. The last time such disastrous fall or drastic fall in the Forex Reserve happened somewhere in the March 20th, 2020, when we have devaluation of almost $12 billion. Mainly it was because of the COVID-19 pandemic that struck India in the month of March 2020. So after that, this is going to be the second biggest fall in the Forex Reserve. So why the decline has happened? So basically we can attribute it to the major factor that is affecting all across the global economies is the Russia-Ukraine war. The Russia-Ukraine war has actually caused devaluation in the value of rupees vis-a-vis dollar, where earlier the rupee was trading somewhere at the level of 75-76 and it has devalued to 77 rupees per dollar. So to address or to arrest this devaluation of the national currency, that is Indian rupee, RBI has taken the normal stance or normal decision by intervening in the market and by selling the dollars. Let us try to understand this step. What happens that if you have suppose X amount of Indian rupees in the market and if you have Y amount of dollar in the reserve, so if you are selling more and more dollars, that means you are and if you are selling more and more dollars, that means RBI has to take back the rupees back from the market. So in this way, by intervention, by selling of dollars and getting rupees in exchange, RBI increases the demand of rupees, and by increasing the demand of rupee, its downfall is somehow arrested. So by this method, RBI has till the March 8 has sold almost $5 billion to the bank, and then once the whole situation becomes stabilized, then RBI again will buy back the dollars back from the bank. So this is the reason why we can see the decline in the reserve of Forex Reserve of India has happened. So let us try to understand that how much is the pressure on the Indian rupees. So if we try to look at the investment market of India, so by month of March, foreign investors have withdrawn rupees 43,000 crore since February 10 to March 10th. That is in the time period of 1 month. This is mainly happening due to the interest rate hike that has been announced by the US Federal Reserve. So why the interest rate hike by US Federal Reserve will cause we can say withdrawal of foreign investment from India? Simple reason is there because US is considered as one of the safest market for the investors. And if investors are getting higher interest rate in the US, then obviously they will prefer to park their money in the United States rather than developing countries like India, where the risk is much more higher. Though the reward is also higher in India and any developing market, but risk is also higher. So that is why whenever US Federal Reserve, that is like the Reserve Bank of India, whenever they announce an interest rate hike, we generally see the outflow of monies from developing economies and inflow of money in the United States market. Then apart from this, the third reason we can attribute also that due to the Russia-Ukraine war, there has been a kind of supply side disruption or expectation of supply side disruption in the crude oil, and that is why we are witnessing the 14-year high of crude oil prices, which touched almost $140 per barrel. So these are some of the combined phenomena that have pressurized the Indian rupees and caused downfall in the Forex Reserve of India. So let us try to understand now that what makes up the Forex Reserve of India. So Forex stands for foreign exchange, and generally it is made up of foreign currency assets. Foreign currency assets need not only be in dollars, but it is denominated in many other currencies. For example, it can be in yuan, it can be in euros, it can be in pounds. So India's foreign currency basket, though largely dominated by the dollars, also has other currency in its basket. The second Forex Reserve, what constitutes Forex Reserve, is the total amount of gold deposits that Reserve Bank of India has. And apart from that, it also have in its Forex Reserve kitty something that is called as special drawing rights, or SDR in the short, that is available with the international monetary funds. So these three combined together make up the Forex basket of any country, and that's same for the India as well. So how much has been the fall in the foreign currency assets? If we try to understand about this, so if you look at the data given by the Reserve Bank of India, RBI has actually sold from FCA kitty the dollars of all the foreign assets that we discussed. RBI has generally sold the dollars, whatever it has parked in the global central banks or foreign banks, as well as the foreign securities that was denominated in dollar, to strengthen the rupee, as discussed in the beginning. And it is due to this reason that the foreign currency assets have plunged by almost $11.1 billion by the end of March 11th, and now the total Forex Reserve of India stands somewhere to be around $554 billion. The foreign currency assets thus include both the effect of appreciation or the depreciation of dollar. So obviously, if the rupee is getting devalued, then the Forex Reserve will likely fall. While if rupee is strengthening, then Forex Reserve will likely rise. So that is how the Forex Reserve is controlled by the change in value of Indian rupees vis-a-vis dollar. So that is all about this particular topic, that why and how the Forex Reserve of India has plunged down. I hope you understood about this particular point. We'll come again soon, another topic. Till then, take care. Thank you very much.